Just fucking just do like.
Hey. There.
Then hit the mute button on the top of the computer.
Yep.
Oh, and then turn the volume all the way down too. Sorry. Oh, we're good. We're good. That's going through on my phone.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, whatever.
Thanks, Costa.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks, Costa. Super random. I had a Bosnian lady at my work threatened to get me killed.
They'll do that.
I made jokes saying I wasn't going to help her. She goes, "I'll have you killed."
Those wily Eastern Europeans.
I was like, "Fuck, I'm dead."
Yeah, they will fucking kill you.
Yeah,
they have no problem getting you killed. Yeah, well, fun stuff. Hope you don't die.
No. I actually didn't help her today, so. Oh, and I also had the other Bosnian lady who it was so fucking funny. She
how many Habibis are you working with right now?
Oh, a large amount of
a very large amount of Habibis.
Between like 2 and 5.
All right.
The other one, she's very loud and very, very much of her culture, which is very nice though.
Yeah, they're nice people,
but she's sitting next to me and she's like 5'4". How tall are you? How tall are you? Finger. I'm like 6'7". My daughter's tall. My daughter's very tall. Okay, she's like 5'10". Well, that's tall for women. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty tall.
She wants to breed a race of giant people.
And she's like, oh, she's so hard to find a boyfriend though. And I'm like, is this where you like try to like set me with your daughter? She's like, looks at me funny, like I've insulted her, and then just walks away and just keeps talking about something else. And then like 20 minutes later, she comes back and she goes, I see what you say now. Do you want to date my daughter? You should date my daughter. And I'm like, I think your daughter is like in her 30s. Like,
I mean, listen.
She's like, I'm being so stupid. You yes. I'm like, I also don't want to be part of your family.
Hey man, those.
The food will be great.
The food will be great. The wet, like, man, if it's like,
I don't want to be part of your family.
Man, listen, Rekia is a thing. There is nothing like drinking fucking like automotive paint stripper out of a fucking Fanta bottle.
That's fair.
Yeah, or just having random old Bosnian dudes at a wedding hand you a canteen full of plum brandy.
Maybe I am missing out, but I also don't want to do like family dinner with her because I feel like that would just be lots of yelling.
Yeah, it tends to be. It can be, but you know, it's also a good time sometimes. You know. Oh, anyway, you want to talk some stuff, some news?
Yeah. I guess.
I'm sorry we're getting back into the thing we used to do. The thing that was way more popular than the thing we just did.
That's saying a lot. God. These ads are atrocious. We need to ad block on this computer.
Yes, we do. Yeah. The weird thing is, so like, with like Ryan Celsius and all that stuff, it's going to be like, the ads are basically just going to be like music videos.
Oh, yeah.
And it's fucking wild sometimes. Yeah.
You know what's wild?
Oh,
$100 for a barrel of oil.
It's been there before, but hey, guess what? It's really great for oil companies and pretty shitty for everybody else, as it turns out.
Did I get that right?
I mean,
I literally just read the first line and I rolled with it.
Yes, you did. I'm appreciative that you did that. It's not wild that oil is going to be $100 a barrel. It's been there in your lifetime.
Nah.
Yeah. Not great.
Oh, someone's typing again.
Oh, perfect. Shout out to you.
Mystery coworker, or I call her workplace proximity associate.
Wow, that's wordy. That's a mouthful. From Bloomberg, while energy exporters stand to benefit from the boom in oil's influence on economies isn't what it once was, much of the world will take a hit as companies and consumers find their bills rising and spending power squeezed by costlier food, transportation, and heating. Let's see, Bloomberg's shock model, if crude hits $100 a barrel by the end of the month, from around $70, where it was at the end of 2021. Inflation would go up 0.5% in the U.S. and Europe the second half of the year. J.P. Morgan Chase, as it gets to $150 a barrel, inflation will go up over 7%.
Yay!
Yeah,
Inflation.
Yeah, this ain't great, but also, I mean, some people out there listening to this lived through the Reagan years, so you know what it's like. You remember when everybody had a 15% mortgage because bringing Ron and his cadre of idiots.
I think we should start stocking up on wheelbarrows now to haul our money to the bakery.
We really should. Just start doing what they did in the Depression, just like using it as insulation.
Well, I still love. I think everyone's had a grandpa or dad who's told the story of. In Greece, they used wheelbarrows full of money to buy a single loaf of bread.
Greece still trading off that whole "we brought you democracy" thing. What have you done for me in the last millennia, though? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hi, Costa.
Love you, Costa. You made lamb shanks last night. They look really good.
I know nothing of this.
Oh yeah, he's in a picture. Costa, can we add Mike to the Malacca chat?
Don't.
No. The Malacca chat's just me, Costa, and Will.
Okay.
Where we just post funny car memes, very seldomly, and occasional food stuff.
Okay. Well,
text me if you want to add Mike to the Malacca chat.
If you want to, I guess I'm here for it.
It's a good chat.
Yeah.
Let's talk about girls too. It's hilarious.
Hey.
Now you're on board.
No, I'm not. Anyway. Well, speaking of girls, my girlfriend was
That was good timing.
It really was. The other thing I pulled out of Jalopnik's Morning Shift, which is one of the things written by like one of the 3 writers that I don't hate at Jalopnik. There's a lot of people I don't like at Jalopnik. I used to love everybody there, and then man, yeah. Yeah, there's one
downhill.
Fucking the whole. One day we will have to like sit down. I'll have to explain to you like what happened, like why you like Jalopnik and Deadspin and Gawker, why they went from being like super fucking awesome to why they're now like mostly trash.
I have a good idea, but we should have that discussion later.
Yeah, there's a documentary on Netflix about
like all great things in this world. There's a documentary on Netflix about it.
Yeah, well, it's called Nobody Speak, and it's about Hulk Hogan suing Gawker.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
I think they keep trying to random ads for the ES 350 or whatever it was, 250 or.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's not an ES.
That was a Civic, but yeah, no, this is Ryan Celsius. Shout out to him. Just the fucking god. Anyway, the other thing that we were talking about from Jalopnik Morning Shift. So in Japan, EVs are a big thing.
Okay.
So because they're such a big thing, they are really thinking about relaxing some of the gas-burning car restrictions.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Right? So
for manufacturers or for just ownership?
For onyership, because there are certain places where is it. So municipalities in Tokyo and 5 prefectures, Saitama, Chiba, Kanagawa, Osaka, and Hyogo, you cannot register and own a heavy or diesel vehicle that don't meet the state set emission standards.
Okay.
So it's kind of like emissions and safety here in Utah. So like if you can register whatever the fuck it is you want in like Tooele or Summit or wherever, but if it doesn't meet emission standards in Salt Lake, you can't register it here. So, I imagine they've got something similar kind of going in Japan.
Yeah.
A lot of heavy vehicles registered not in Tokyo, but being parked in Tokyo, which also seems real weird. But again, so that I just found that very interesting. So
yeah.
And that could lead to them producing, more vehicles with more relaxed emissions.
I want a diesel Evo. I want the Evo 11 to be diesel.
God, so I found out that everybody in Machine Shop brought their fun cars today.
Okay.
I don't know what Hayden brought today. He might have brought the truck or he might have brought the 1 Series, but which he has said you can't drive it normally. You have to drive it like an asshole. To which I'm like, give me them keys.
I think that's the BMW thing, but
yeah. Well, it's also a big turbo, like 135i.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so like it doesn't like just
doing smooth things.
yeah, it just cannot. But no, everybody brought their fun cars. Well, for the most part, everybody. You know, some people just brought whatever it is they drive. And there was a black Evo 9.
Ooh,
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, somebody's about it. And it turns out it's one of our welders. Shout out to Devin.
nice.
Let's be better friends, buddy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was nice to see that. Everybody bringing up their fun cars. So let's see. There was some other kind of interesting stuff in the, morning shift, but everybody wants to pillage Argentina for its precious, precious lithium. But successive socialist governments are just like, nope, it's our lithium. Thank you. So everybody who really wants to get back to colonialism ain't liking it. The Biden administration's pissed that the Postal Service didn't order as many new electric mail trucks as they wanted. They ordered like 165,000.
That's still a lot of fucking cars. But isn't there something like 800,000 current existing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the other problem relates to fucking the Democrats and their inability to never miss a fucking opportunity to miss an opportunity. They control all three branches of government and they can't do fucking shit with it. This is like, it's insane. The fact that we haven't done more with this is just because we both work full time, and
I'm kind of lazy.
yeah, I was about to say we're kind of lazy. I'm glad you said it first. Yeah, like no, we're kind of lazy.
I'll speak trash about you on your behalf for you. Yeah.
Thank you. Please slander me on my behalf.
No problem.
Yeah,
anytime, good sir.
Yeah, no. So like, there's a plenty of stuff we want to do, but we're just lazy about it.
There are things going on.
It happens.
I'm texting this chick that I don't think is into me. So like, I got shit going on, man.
No, hey, maybe you can get into her. Happy Valentine's Day.
You saw what I brought to the washer and dryer.
Hey, that boy. You saw me buy new sheets. By the way, shout out to Sheets and Giggles.
What the fuck?
It is. I bought a new set of sheets because the producer on a radio show, or former radio show, now podcast, lost a bet and had to shave his head. And Sheets and Giggles, who sponsors one of the other producers, go search Chris Cody, ChrisCote. His Twitter name is Chris Cody, brought to you by Sheets and Giggles. He literally sold out to a sheet company. But no, I bought a set of sheets because Mike Ryan lost a bet. So Sheets and Giggles was like, cool, he finally paid up. Everybody gets $50 off whatever order. So here we go. Yeah, you saw me get new sheets. You saw me be, yet again, very overly ambitious in this house.
And then we have Olive Garden. We have Olive Garden.
How it is sometimes, It's just.
I have things to say to my coworker on Wednesday when I see her.
You want to air them out? You want to try them out now?
Nah, I think I'll leave those to the confines of our office and our actual workplace.
Good call. Good fucking call. So moving on into some more news. So
in the confines.
Speaking of confines,
I got that one.
There it is.
I put this hand up and you're looking at it, but it wasn't gonna reach. So
yeah, like this is not gonna work. Some bad things are gonna happen.
Contact me, Mike. Speaking of confined spaces.
Yeah, so Hertz had 230 people arrested for stealing their cars. And
you're going with that? I thought we were going with the NASCAR thing.
Oh no, I'm going with a different thing. But this also works. This transition also works.
I'll try it again on the next one too. We'll try it twice.
We'll try it.
We'll see how it happens.
Listen, if the joke doesn't land the first time, say it again in quick succession. That's how it goes.
And if it doesn't work a third time, just explain it.
Because everybody loves a joke that has to be explained.
Absolutely.
God. And everybody loves the person who explains the joke. It's even better when the person explaining the joke is a person who doesn't get the joke. You're the one who told and wrote the joke.
When you work so too well together.
We really do. Yeah.
It's only taken us 3 years to know each other's humor.
But anyway, so yeah,
Speaking of confined spaces,
Hertz thinks you might have stolen a rental vehicle that you actually returned on time.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, so this all has to do with their computer system, which, if it's like any other rental car company, it hasn't been updated since the Carter administration.
I put a reservation in.
Right.
The
So
reservation means I have a reservation.
God, so right up there with the blockchain, baby. The certificate of ownership. Of a certificate of ownership.
It's not fungible.
God,
What's the deal with it?
man.
Oh, is this a North Star ad? Oh, hold on. See if it comes back. Sorry, it was a white Cadillac.
Oh, it could have been.
I think it had a North Star in it.
Yeah. So, for those wondering what we're watching What's Happening Volume 10 on Ryan Celsius.
Watching that come back. There's Post Malone. Is it Post Malone?
Yeah, it's Post Malone. Yeah.
I guess that's Post Malone.
Yeah.
He was in Utah today. He's buying guns.
Good for
As
him.
he does.
Yes, he's want to do. Yeah, and just like some, I don't know what fucking ad that is, but I feel like I remember that. And the anime they were splicing in there was girls getting basketball. Yeah. Watch that going down to SEMA with Joey one time in the back of Tommy's Lexus. Yep.
That's some nostalgia right there.
Yep. Ooh, and Allen Iverson. Fuck yeah, bud. Here we go. So
In the back of a Hertz rental car, possibly?
no, unfortunately, it was in the back of Tommy's IS 350 that in the first 5 minutes of us being in there, we blew a fuse. Listen, when you have one of those big fuck off like cigarette lighter USB chargers that has like 8 USB ports on there, yeah, turns out you might overload some things.
Yeah, pull 20 amps on all those is gonna be a fun time.
Just pop.
Why did the clock stop? Why did the clock stop working?
Oh,
I guarantee it wasn't a Cadillac. It was this fucking Bentley.
great.
From a blurry 240p, a Bentley looks like a.
Okay, still not getting to the Hertz thing. So Ryan Celsius is really good about posting like his setup and everything, and I think he might have a video or two on his YouTube or on his Instagram of like.
Does he edit in a Hertz rental car?
No, he does not.
Okay.
But the stuff he has is fucking crazy. But yeah, so the Hertz. Back to the thing we were talking about.
I want to keep trying to put you back on track.
Yeah, this is a welcome change.
I'm just staring at Post Malone style. I need that.
We all do.
I
So
wonder if I can go pick it up in a Hertz rental car.
I think you might be able to, but just remember, just film you dropping that thing off. That's all you got to do.
That's some solid life advice right there.
It really is. I don't know. That put coilovers and slicks, take it to autocross.
I want to do that. I want to become like independently wealthy enough that I can be like, I'm gonna go rent a V6 Camaro, and then go put slicks on some coilovers, and then return it back to stock, and then return it.
Don't do that shit with a Camry. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think it'd be funny if like a V6 Camaro though.
No, just like the most pedestrian shit you could think of.
Be like, I want to go to like an SCCA national event. Like, my car's not ready, but fly in with the coilovers and sticky tires.
Qualify for nationals and then show up. I had a coupon. Thanks, budget.
You're in the parking lot an hour before fucking wrenching on it. It still has the sticker mark where it says sealed for your safety.
Just got both sets of keys fucking zip tied together.
Or zip on top of the fucking handle so you can't lose them.
Yeah, God. Anyway, so the Hertz's system, it would register a car. It would say a car has been stolen if they couldn't physically locate it, or this is a fun thing, if somebody's payment didn't go through for some reason. Yeah, so
That's the opposite of what you want.
yeah, right.
Oh, somebody's speaking to us.
Oh, Vinny. Vincent, good old Vinny. He is psyched to see us back. Oh, Vinny, I gotta message you on Instagram. I am okay. Again, another fucking tangent that makes no fucking sense. So
Go for it.
I am on a weight loss journey, and to incentivize myself, aside from being able to look down and see my dick without having to suck in my stomach,
Same.
I've decided that every 10 pounds I lose after I got back like around 250, I was going to get a tattoo. So.
What are you get that tattoo of?
Your face on my ass.
Can I pay for it?
No.
I'll pay for it. I
Um,
want to know that my face is on Mike's ass.
that
Mike is always sitting on my face.
Oh, God. Shit. No, it's
Yeah, no, I don't want to support this anymore.
Yeah, no, you kind of that was a great line, but man, did not pan out.
The repercussions of that,
Yeah,
that thought process.
yeah, no. It's going to be the Vist Foundation logo, which is this unicorn thing. It's from Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, and then upstairs in my room, I have this like carved stone unicorn. The stone is lapis lazuli. It's this beautiful like gray and blue stone with like flecks of gold in it. So it's going to be the Vist Foundation logo, but with that kind of gray and blue pattern in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not going to say the Vist Foundation because I don't want to be explaining that thing 10 years down the road. What's the Vist Foundation? Well,
So speaking of tattoos, I've had two tattoos because just we're on tangents now. I've had two ideas for tattoos I've always thought about. It's like one of the few things that I've always really cared about in life has been cars.
Yeah.
So I feel like that will always follow me, and so doing something like that would be fine.
Mhm.
I have two ideas. One of them is like pretty high up on my side, almost maybe even ass at this point. Like a tally box.
yes.
Engines, transmissions, diffs.
Perfect.
And just mark them as we go.
Yeah, boy.
Because right now I could put 4 engines on there right now and then 2
Really
transmissions.
Really good. Anyway, real quick, Vinny, if you're still watching, I need to message you and know who your artist was because your tattoos are fucking awesome. So I've got a couple good leads. So I'm just trying to put together a list because I'm dangerously close to getting down to 240, breaking into the 240s. So yeah, or no, breaking out of the 240s. So down to the 230s. So,
Nice.
Yep. Yeah. Despite not really doing much anything. So.
Another idea is headlight out or front end headlight outlines of some of my favorite cars I've owned.
That'd be good.
So like my 4Runner, my Jeep. Probably put the Mustang on it because that Mustang was so much fucking fun.
As you should, dude. As you fucking should.
The Tacoma, a Subaru.
Yeah.
I'm soon to have owned 4 of them, which I think says a lot about me.
Yes, Andrew. This is the Ramblecast.
We're rambling.
This is what we do, man. Listen, it's kind of a low energy Monday, man. It's just been,
It's just
man.
one of those days.
Yeah, it just happens. So settle in for this. Be prepared to listen to this tomorrow, or if you're listening to this on audio only. Congratulations on making it this far, man.
Yeah.
Jesus, you're 37 minutes in. Go you. No, my tattoo ideas are like that, which evolved from just literally that stone unicorn. Because it's just like the pattern's cool. The unicorn looks kind of doofy. So it's just like the Vist Foundation logo is fucking rad.
Yeah.
So and it's already a unicorn. Perfect. So there's that. My grandpa on my mom's side, he was in the Navy in World War II.
Okay.
And so he got like the Sailor Jerry heart with the ribbon that says
Oh, yeah.
mother. Yeah. His very Italian mom was not a fan. Absolutely not. So yeah. So it was kind of look what I got for you, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. And he just had to live with it for another 60 years.
I'm going though. She fucking hated this tattoo. It meant a lot to me.
He was fucking interesting, dude. Like, you know those beer chalices that I have?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the original set I got from his trailer up in Wisconsin.
Huh.
Yeah, he was a bartender, so he just had them.
Huh.
Yeah. He was also a TV and radio repair guy when that meant something. Good old Russ. Also, I want to get like the 14th Amendment, not like the whole fucking thing because it's very long, but just kind of the gist of it, just like on my ribs. Yeah.
The synopsis of it.
Listen, the 14th Amendment is the thing we have to keep recodifying every so often that says, hey, people are people and you can't just like kill them or discriminate against them because they're different.
I want you to write that down and put those exact words on your page.
We might do that.
There. That's insane.
What?
Some caddy slammed out with just
Oh yeah.
And it was worse than that though.
Oh yeah. This is great. All of the chat's been. We got Taylor in there too. I've always wanted to get Subaru Star. Oh, Taylor wants to get the Subaru Stars. The Stars of Pleiades, I believe, is what they
I
are.
believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So there we go. And yes, Andrew is loving it, not hating it. And he's here for the next 10 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, don't worry, Taylor. There's a lot of stuff I want to get that I don't. Again, like some of the old school like Toyota stuff, like when they would send, like when your oil cap would still have like Japanese on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I would not mind having that somewhere on me. But
So knowledge. That's a period piece. I met a guy today or yesterday that is rapping car raps.
Yeah.
And he's the neighbor to Dave. Means that more than one way now.
Yeah.
And I mentioned I did photography stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'd be willing to do some trade. I was CCX being hammered by. I was like, I'd be willing to like do some trade work, like some photography stuff for rapping. What do you want? And I'm like, I literally just want the words Toyota and the racing stripes on my bed. That's all I fucking want on both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, like $300. I'm like, yeah, just, you tell me what you want for photos. Like,
Yeah.
But he's like, well, I think you want like a full wrap job. I'm like, no, I want you to use your plotter and like 20 minutes of your time and stick that shit on it.
Just that. Thanks. That's all I need, buddy.
That'd be so cool.
It would be.
And then next time I post that fucking group chat or that Reddit page.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking losers. Anyway, back to the Hertz thing that we
We're done. That's why I rambled.
kind of, sort of. So, 230 people sued Hertz, and a CBS News investigation is playing a part in the judge ordering Hertz to turn over their records, which would enter them into the public record.
Yay!
Yeah, so the judge is basically saying, okay, you had these people arrested for stealing your cars, prove that they stole the cars, and that you didn't just misplace them on your fucking own. So, yay, we're going to see a whole bunch of stuff printed out on a dot matrix printer.
Oh, it's going to be amazing because somebody's going to go through all that data and get something fun out of it.
Oh, God, yeah, that's going to be hilarious. And then finally, on the...
Speaking of confined spaces.
There it is. 8 times charm, baby.
That's where I thought we were going the first time. I was really proud of it.
Listen, I mean, it still kind of worked. I mean,
It does work.
yeah, I mean, jail is a confined space.
Yeah. So is the LA Coliseum.
Yes, it is. So NASCAR, this is not the first time they have put a track in like a football stadium because, okay, the LA Coliseum was originally built for the Olympics, but then ended up hosting all sorts of football games. Just, So I think it's still like when USC and UCLA play, I think they still play in the Coliseum, even though it is hilariously undersized.
Oh, it's tiny.
It's fucking.
Is that like 40,000 people or less than that?
I think it's like 40 to 60 something.
That's insane compared to like some of these like
Yes.
the Super Bowl had what, like 100,000 or something like that? Or?
Yeah, but that's a pro stadium. So like just for reference, University of Michigan, the big house, like where they play football, is an 80,000 seat stadium.
Wow.
And they're expanding it because this is what you do when you're a public university.
Mm-hmm.
Tax dollars at work, baby.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Go whoever.
Oh yeah. So fun fact: if you really want to see some fucked up shit, so your big college or university in your state, everybody there is a public employee. So if you really want to just like hate everything, you can see how much like the football coach and the men's basketball coach, how much they're getting paid. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No, you don't want that. Yeah, you don't want to see that these dudes are getting paid like $8 million a year.
But there was one I did want to see, which was NASCAR in the LA Coliseum.
Yeah, so this was the clash at the LA Coliseum. It was a thing. There were 3 big takeaways here. Okay, so first, this was the first outing for the new car.
The Gen 7 cars?
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
V8 supercars are debuting new cars this season, the Gen 3 cars, which are literally just a Camaro and a Mustang. Because the Falcon is dead, as is Ford Australia, and the Commodore is dead, as is Holden. Rest in peace. Bummer, but although I will say the Gen 3 Camaro and Mustang look awesome and sound amazing. So it's fucking great. Anyway, so Gen 7 or 8000 or whatever the fuck this NASCAR version is. So it is bigger wheels, center locks, transaxle paddle shifters, suspension not from the Korean War.
Not built out of pre-World War II Navy surplus.
Yeah, for real. Just like none of this stuff left over from the fucking Depression. So it was the first outing for these cars, and everybody is kind of excited, and people have been reading the drivers don't like them. Well, the drivers hate everything new. That is why they are drivers.
You put a plate between my car and my intake. I don't like it.
And that restrictor plate saved so many fucking lives. Imagine going down the back street of Talladega in something that weighs about as much as the moon.
Doing nearly 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
With suspension built pre-Ike.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. Eisenhower did a pretty good job in the European theater. Do you think he can lead the country? Let's find out.
But then we changed the tires, so the tires can grip.
Yep. God. So it was the first outing, and this really wasn't that much of a representative thing because the track was incredibly flat and also about a quarter mile long.
I love we watched that first corner they took where they did it. It's not banked, it's flat, and so it's just like they're going for an apex on it, which is bizarre to watch on NASCAR because NASCAR they're not going for apex, so they're going for wall speed and shit like that.
Yeah, they're looking for an apex, but not in this sort of context.
Not that they were trying to hit a point.
Yeah, this is not one of the. Well, it is weird. A lot of the current crop of NASCAR drivers actually did come up karting, not doing fucking dirt track shit.
But that's not right.
It's not right, but don't worry. That put a pin in that dirt track thing. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
So, so it wasn't a great outing for the new car because this was not really representative of anything that they're going to see. I saw people on Twitter saying, "What about Martinsville? That's real short." It's a permanent track with banking. It's still short, but man, I think pole time was a pole lap was 1378 with a top speed of 65.
Yeah.
It was a comical quarter mile run.
If I remember correctly, I believe our RMR track was a quarter mile.
I think it might have been a little longer. I think it might have been 3/8.
Our RMR ones?
I thought just a little bit longer.
Because I couldn't imagine NASCAR out there, which I still love that American Top Gear went out to our track and was like, "Oh, we're at a NASCAR track. You're at fucking RMR. You're."
It says NASCAR home tracks, therefore it NASCAR. It do NASCAR, baby.
We can blame that one on clearance. I can guarantee you can blame that one on clearance.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the track was weird, and this led to a thing that a lot of people are like, "Oh, these cars they're not as stout as the old ones."
Well, because they're not built for a quarter mile.
Well, so here's what happened. A few drivers retired because they broke their cars. Not because of hitting anybody or hitting the wall or whatever. There is this cross support for the transaxle. Transaxles were fine. But because these guys were launching out of the turns with the same amount of force they would be leaving their pit boxes with, just that fucking burnout.
Yeah.
But this is every lap. They are doing that. So, that support broke. So suddenly, other thing, shit didn't line up, the car wasn't good, so,
Yeah. Track speed or something.
Pulled into the infield. God, just hilarious, yeah. And so people are like, "Oh, these cars aren't as stout." It's just like, yeah, man. Like, I guarantee you, your fucking work truck is gonna hate life if I dump the clutch at every opportunity.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like, it's going to shit a 10-pound brick, my friend. Like, yeah. He's like, he's got 200,000 miles on it. When's the last time to change that diff oil? Never? Ooh, boy.
Yeah, fuck you, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this is happening. So, that happened. And also, the other thing that kind of stood out to me, other than this looking fucking hilarious, it's farcical, is the best way I would describe this, was NASCAR did this thing where they had like heat races and qualifying races, like a feature and a main, kind of like what you would see at your local like short track.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem, though. It's a thing that appeals to like, circle track fans because they understand this.
Mm-hmm.
There's dudes like me who am like, I understand this because I've overheard this, like, Dinner with Racers, some of those guys talk about it, but like, I don't fully grasp it. It's kind of like, why am I watching 6 different races on the same goddamn day?
Yeah.
And also, this hasn't been a format for fucking big boy NASCAR since like immediately after the fucking war. So like, how is this like heritage? How is this history?
Yeah.
This makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's the yeah.
Like, I don't want to see these guys do like a 20-lap fucking sprint, before like. No, I want to see them just run. I want to see them do like 400 miles.
Oh yeah.
Like, no, stop this, and also stop this garbage fucking stage thing. Just let them go. My God in heaven,
yeah,
such a bummer. But and the other thing was, and the third thing, I tried that. Oh no, I actually covered all of it. So, there's that. Another fun thing. So they actually had to have the cars just like drive in and through the very old like tunnels. So
that's cool.
They would drive by like the fucking locker rooms. It was fucking cool. But they had to they couldn't bring the trailers in.
Oh, of course not. There's all
Yeah, so they were in like the fucking parking lot adjacent. So, you just see these brand new fucking cars just rolling in, like driving down the street to get to the stadium. It's fucking great. Yeah, so there's that. Hold on, I can actually tell you who. Joey Logano beat Kyle Busch for the win. So there we go.
Cool.
That's a thing.
Cool.
This weekend is the Daytona 500, so the first actual real fucking race is going to be happening. We'll be in front of a full house.
Nice.
Because Florida, fuck this pandemic, man.
It's Florida.
God. I've seen a weird amount of like just op-eds of just like, hey, here's why I'm going to be an asshole to you. Here's one that's been making the rounds on Twitter of just like, here's why I'm going to wear my shoes in your shoeless house.
That was fucking hilarious. Reddit has been tearing that apart.
As they fucking should. Like, if I tell you, please take your shoes off in my house, and you say no, then I'm going to be like, cool. I've got a small cast iron pan.
Yeah,
I'm going to hit you about the face and neck until you obey my rules.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Just never come back.
Well, we're all on this.
Yeah, let's do this. So thank you, everybody. Oh, I probably should have done this earlier. So we mentioned that me and Zach have our own.
That's a fucking. Do you see that right there?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, dude. No, this is again right sells your shit.
Well, nice Mercedes.
Oh yeah, dude. The earlier trap and stuff, when it's just like a camera on the front of a bus. There's usually not a lot of cool stuff because
civilian streets.
Yeah, civilian streets, and it's just like, I mean, we seek out cool cars because we are car people. We know people with cool cars. some of that shit. But, driving down the road, you don't see that much cool shit. So, except for fucking right here as of late. It's been insane.
It's always kind of been like that, though. Like I used to get off of work in my car for 10 minutes, and you would see some interesting stuff out there.
Yeah. So, anyway. So this week you're going to get a special double thing. Well, from me at least, because we're still waiting on Zach to...
I have to actually do some work.
Yeah, Zach's got to do some work. I got to do a little bit of work too. But so Zach's podcast, formerly Zach's Cavalcade of Wackiness, we have dubbed the working title, and we actually have a real name for it.
Zach's Ambitious Podcast.
Because it was very ambitious. The first episode, which we recorded with his buddies Ryan and Costa, turned out really well.
I was surprised. It
was a good time.
I didn't murder anyone.
No, I was very drunk.
There was only one racial slur said the entire episode.
Really? Man, Costa's just...
he was on one that day.
He really fucking was.
He's normally not like that, but he just fucking came in hot and heavy.
Give somebody a microphone, man. Looks so wild. Anyway. Yeah. So this week, tomorrow you're going to get, or Tuesday, you'll be getting the CamCast. And then I'm aiming for Thursday to have my first episode of my long-form interview thing, which I don't really have a title for it yet.
Okay.
So, we'll figure out something.
Mike's informational podcast.
Mike the Mike.
That'd be MIP.
No,
Mike the MIP.
We're not really going to be working on. It doesn't need to be that.
Mike. It doesn't. Yes, it does.
In your head, it does.
What does CAM stand for?
Well, it stands for Cars and Modification, but it could also stand for Cam Auto Mag.
CAM, Cars Automotive Magazine.
Yeah.
It's an acronym for its own name.
It really is. That blew my mind a couple years ago when I figured that one out. Trent did not seem to think it was as big of a deal as I did. But silly him. No,
we're building an acronym-based economy right now.
Man, listen, already dealing with a lot of funny money, so why the fuck not go ridiculous? No, so the first episode is with a longtime friend of the program, longtime friend of mine, Michael Pumpkin Nielsen. We talk about a bunch of stuff. We recorded this last weekend. So this is before some of the F1 cars got revealed. So we do talk a little bit about F1, the end of the F1's 2021 season. How being a degenerate can actually mean you gain friends, because we're both really kind of awful people sometimes. How I managed to land my sweetheart of a girlfriend, I don't know. But
why are we friends, Mike?
I don't know, Zach.
I don't know.
Well,
I think it's because you do the dishes after I make a mess, and I really appreciate it. Mike, that's what I appreciate about you.
Glad you do, Zach. Because you have no idea how many times I've almost fucking just gone downstairs and screamed at you. Dude, a messy kitchen gives me so much fucking anxiety.
The day after the podcast, you helped clean that made me really happy, because I was just podcast ended and I was like, I need to sleep. Yeah, I need sleep. Yeah. And I came up and Mike's already doing dishes. I'm like, but I was going to do that. But okay.
Just I'm doing this because I feel like it's not going to happen. So, probably. Yeah. So, anyway. So, Tuesday, or whatever, CamCast is going to drop. And then this Thursday, the interview with Pumpkin's going to be out there. We talk F1, being kind of an awful person and making friends that way. And we do, towards the end, we do talk about mental health. And Pumpkin actually has expressed his interest in coming on an episode of the CamCast. And, getting more into mental health, because that's kind of a big thing. Mm-hmm. We've all gone through some heavy shit. So, it'll be fun to talk about. Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, we need that. That story needs to...
Costa, what are you fucking sending me? I'm always sending me a link.
As you should.
He just sent me Duncan Barrow's video of ranking all the M3s.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks, Costa.
Anyway, so, it's just this week you're going to get a double episode. But it's usually going to be CamCast, interview, CamCast, Zach's Ambitious Podcast to round out your month. So it was a very interesting show that you did. It really was. So there we go. So there's that. Check us out on all the social medias. We're at
Wait.
What?
I think Caden just bought a Kia Soul.
Good for him.
Electric Kia Soul.
Good for him.
I need to. No, I'm not acknowledging this right now.
No. So yeah, follow us on all the social medias. We are at CamAutoMag on a lot of them. It's usually me who you will be dealing with if you shoot us a message. So yeah, man, just prepare for that. So sorry if I miss your message. Sometimes, stuff just gets lost. It gets sent to junk when it shouldn't be junk. So sorry about that. I do what I can to try and get back to everybody. I'm also going to do, as you can see, I'm still wearing one of the old Fly Can-Am shirts. I still have the design for this. We do actually still have a Teespring store.
Nice.
So I've got a couple designs in there. I'm going to throw some more in there, and then we're going to have an official spring drop, baby.
I want my Zap shirt.
You make a Zap shirt.
I want a Zap shirt.
You make a dumbass Zap shirt.
Well, I need to go change my laundry.
Okay, yeah, you do that. First, tell people where they can find you.
Social media, Zach Lord's media at Instagram.
Social.media/thingamajig.
Yeah, I have a Facebook page that I don't use because Facebook fucking sucks for shit like that.
It really does.
And on YouTube at Cam.
Yeah, there it is. We're out there. We're doing stuff.
Yeah.
And, if you got an Audi or Volkswagen, something fairly recent, go buy some stuff from Integrated Engineering. I work there. It really helps me out. So, yeah, if you got a Mark 7 GTI, buy a fucking intake and a carbon lid for it. That would help me out fucking immensely. You and your gang of losers with fat little tractors, engines that don't rev. They're actually very nice. I like being inside of them. I may never own another one, but anyway, it's neither here nor there. So, yeah, you know where to find us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Taylor and Andrew and Vinny. Vinny, I got to message you about tattoos, see who your artist is. And, we will be back in a couple of weeks, hopefully with at least one more person. Someone who may or may not be living in a warehouse and or a van. But tell them, I'm Mike.
I've been Zach.
All right, have a good night, everybody.
You need to end this for me. I can't reach it. You hit the big red button.
Yeah.
And then